Yeah, I'm hoping these I'm hoping these are not going to be beer slushies. However, there is a chunk of ice on the outside of one of the bottles, so it's not looking good. They're lovely and cold, though, I'll give you that. I once had, when I went to Ibiza... Yeah, look at me, one of the lads. I went to Ibiza and I had a vodka and Red Bull slush puppy. That was crazy, that was. Oh, what, the fridge, Luke? There's nothing wrong with the fridge, I just turned it up too high. Any ideas for my wrestling league match tonight? Oh, I don't know. A mankini. Yeah, I turned the fridge a bit too high to try and get my beer really cold, and it just froze it all. That's why I was a bit late. Oh, my ear. I don't know what there is I can do, to be honest. Because I had it not long ago as well during the lockdown. I burst my eardrum, and it literally just something you have to wait. You can't have it. There's no like tablets or whatever you can do for it. It's literally just a self-repairing thing, but it takes like a month or two. I mean, it's not too bad. It doesn't hurt as much. It didn't really hurt at all, but it just, especially at work where I'm in like a heavy machinery sort of area, I can't do bloody anything. People are talking to me, I just nod and agree. I've got no idea what I've accepted to do. Right, so Motor City Machine Guns versus Trey and Des Xavier, or Des, whatever he's called now. So essentially this match is because Alex Shelley will be defending his X Division Championship in a fatal 4-way ladder match at the finale. And one of the men in that fatal 4-way ladder match is going to be Trey. So we thought we'd give it a bit of an opportunity here for Trey to try and get a bit of momentum ahead of Alex Shelley before that match with this tag team match. Now, I've slightly changed the pay-per-view. So as we discussed not long ago, we are going to have a sort of feast or fired sort of match, but it's going to be Fatal Fortune, so there's no firing up for grabs in that one. I was just going to have one match, but I've now split it into two matches. So I've got one 4-man match that opened the show, and then one 8-man match as the main one. The reason I've split it is because I've realised that there's a good chance that somebody could win an X Division Championship match who's not involved in the X Division. So basically I've created a 4-way X Division Feast or Fired and an 8-way normal Feast or Fired, or Feast or Fortune, whatever it's called. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's happened to my... They were quite bad. During the lockdown, I was on antibiotics for like 4 weeks for an infection. And then my left eardrum burst. And then, yeah, just in the shower 3 or 4 days ago, I don't even know why it happened. I just had this shooting pain, and then my balance just went. I fell over in the bath. Because my other eardrum burst. I'm not doing very well in my ears, I don't think. Hey-ho. I mean, I've got no sound on this anyway. I'm completely silent at the moment. Oh, that beer's lovely and cold, that is. There's quite a few PS4 games I need to play still. Yeah, I want to do Final Fantasy VII first, because I have started that already. I'm probably going to blister out a lot of that over the weekend. And then maybe get straight into Red Dead Redemption 2 after that then, maybe. I do need to start Final Fantasy VII again, though, which is going to annoy me, because I've done it 3 times now. But I'm going to start it again, just so I can record the streams, essentially. Because I did all the Final Fantasy VII streams I've done so far, I've been on Twitch. So I'm going to redo them on YouTube now instead. So I can record them, and then I can cut it down and do the special videos I need to do as we go along. Luke, by the way, well, number one, thanks for letting me know that GTA video was dodgy the other day with the no audio. I know what I did to it now. But have you watched the new one? I put the same video back up again. How to steal an army jet. Is that alright, that one? Apart from the fact I made the ending twice as long just because I get it over 8 minutes. Got to get those mid-roll adverts, ain't you? The new one's fine, that's good. You know what I did? Because I put music at the end to show all the failures I made. I basically cut all of my voice off, so I weren't talking over the music, and I didn't realise, obviously, I've cut my voice off the entire video, which is why it happened. But that was one of the videos I thought might do pretty well, which is why I've given it a better thumbnail and that sort of stuff, but... Be amazed what sort of videos do well, to be honest. I really struggle with that. I mean, I thought I would knock out a quick video on how to steal an army jet from the base on GTA. And I spent hours on it. I just couldn't do it myself. I was like, what? Then I finally figured out the tactics and the way to do it, but it's all fun. It was only a few hours of stress. Nice neck breaker by the old Dez. As Shelley now stalking Trey. Yeah, that's the only problem with YouTube, Luke. I might have to mute a lot of the music, as I do on other games, because it depends. If it's just like generic background music, it's not a problem, but if it's anything specific, then it gets picked up by the copyright thing on YouTube, which I've been done by a few times. Nice knees in the face by Sabin. Nice drop kick taking Dez down. There's a real cluster of glitchiness going on here at the moment. I've never seen two people use the same corner like this before, but it's working pretty well for the Motor City Machine Guns at the moment. And Alex Shelley, the current X Division champion, looking very, very strong here. Of course, like I said, he's defending that belt in a fatal four-way ladder match, or an Ultimate X match, if you will, at the Impact finale on Friday, against Ace Austin, TJP, and Trey Miguel. We'll see TJP in action later on tonight as well. Teaming up alongside Falabar to go up against Bobby Lashley and Moose. Got me Bobby's mixed up there for a second. Oh, go on, Brentford. Wow. My sister's just sent me through the prices of McDonald's now that they're cutting the tax, aren't they? It is really cheap. 49p for a cheeseburger, 79p for a double cheeseburger. Nice. I'm gonna eat well. Oh, that is actually really cool, Luke. I really like that. Yeah, I did see a video a while ago, and it was like the minuscule details in Red Dead Redemption 2 that you don't really pay attention to. And one of them was bodies. I think if you shoot somebody and go back over time, you can sort of see the decomposition happening. I mean, it's just a really, really cool little touches like that that really make a game special. Shelley now, big slap on the arm. Yeah, that's the thing that annoyed me with GTA, that is, Luke, to be honest. The fact that I went out and brought them really expensive outfits, and then when you change onto the characters, they're just wearing whatever they want to wear again. At least if they like randomly wore different stuff that you purchased, that'd be pretty cool. But they don't, they just go back to like their standard attire. It's like, why do they spend all this money on these expensive items? They're just going to go back to wearing what they want to wear again. So it's a crazy match to start off with. The last thing Shelley's going to want here is to get pinned by one of his opponents for the finale. Whether that could happen here as he gets caught. No. Cheeky roll-up by Shelley. Oh. So, one of the most important things in Red Dead Redemption is the fact that you've got horse balls. I suppose they've got to make it realistic, haven't they? Nice super kick and then broken up. Dez with a neck breaker on Shelley. Nice takedown there by Dez once again. That's not Dez, that's Trey. Trey taking down Shelley. Of course, it's Trey who's getting the opportunity against Shelley at the pay-per-view / finale on Friday. Only 2 days away now. It's going to be another one of those long tag team matches. Impact's been synonymous for super long tag team matches this season, haven't they? What was the one we had in the previous show? Was it the Hardys versus the Rascals? It's the Rascals again, isn't it? They just can't finish a match in decent time. Mostly Machine Guns now both up on their feet. Nice jawbreaker by Trey. And then drops Shelley face first. There's the pin. Saban's there to break it up though. As always. They fly all over me. I'm hoping that's a work. I'm sure it is a work, but I'm hoping that's a work. I've just seen on Twitter, Dax Harwood is saying, why am I not, why the Revival not in the power rankings? And he said essentially because you've not officially signed your contracts yet. Until you sign your contract, you won't get put in the rankings. I'm still holding out. I've said this for a while now. I'm still holding out for the Hangman Page James Storm tag team. I think it'll work a treat. They're the Cowboys. On the steel horse they ride, and they're wanted, dead or alive. Good old Bon Jovi. That could actually be their tag team name, isn't it? Wanted, Dead or Alive. I think it'd be a great tag team, James Storm and Hangman. Is Red Dead Redemption just one character then, is it? Rather than the 3 that GTA's got? Shelley now with a pin. Will it be enough on Trey? It is indeed. And Motor City Machine Guns pick up the victory, which is good for them in the tag team division as well. And not quite good for the Rascals, who pick up another loss this season. And Alex, Shelley, and Chris Sabin pick up the wins, whereas Trey and old Desi Do pick up the losses. There we go. Oh, you missed everything, Trolly McTrollface. All like the really fun stuff to troll. It's kind of just him. Okay. Okay. I'm looking forward to it now, to be honest. See, I'm going to try and knock out the majority of Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy VII apparently can be knocked out in about 30 to 35 hours. So I'm going to try and bust out the majority of that over this weekend. And then we can maybe have a look at Red Dead Redemption 2. Okay. So there we go, yeah. Rhino and Heath Slater versus Consequences Creed. And Jay Lethal. Lethal Consequences. I completely forgot that Xavier Woods was part of Impact, to be honest. I am Trolly. I should be free all weekend for multiple tradings. Get a bit overexcited there, Jamie. You can't write the word spoiler. Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it, I think. Let's say I'll get Final Fantasy VII knocked out over the next week or so, and then we can get onto that then. So nice running forearm. This is Heath Slater's not done too well so far, has he? -2 for Heath Slater. Rhino's on +1 so far this season. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. Heath now sending Xavier Woods into the corner. Woods fighting back. Oh, what a super kick right into the face of Heath Slater. Heath's got an opportunity at the Moose's TNA Impact Championship next week, isn't he? Which is a weird one. I mean, the fact that Impact's just copying WWE's old storyline of I've got kids and that sort of stuff is interesting, but there you go. I suppose it worked for them, why not, I suppose? So this should be a big one then, because it's Consequences, Creed, and Jay Lethal, or Lethal Consequences' first opportunity to really get themselves on the tag team division rankings as well. And Rhino and Heath need some good luck as well. They were knocked out the first round of the Tag Team Championship tournament. Nice dragon screw. So this Warhorse, what is he? What's he like? This Warhorse, is he good? I don't get what the hype's about. I don't know where the hype's come from because I've never really heard of him too much before, to be honest. So yeah, is he any good, or what are we trying to expect tonight? Big elbow there by Lethal. Ah, flies. Flies in my rooms are annoying me. And there it is, the figure 4 leg lock locked in by Jay Lethal on Rhino. He tries to break it up, he does so. This is the second match of our second card, so there's 5 more matches after this one. Probably going to get close to 9 o'clock, if not just past 9 o'clock, I think. I'm free tomorrow, though, Trolley, as well. As Heath Slater... What the hell? Okay, Heath Slater gets the win. Weren't expecting that one. Alright, Heath and Rhino get the win. Lethal Consequence with a loss. Which means Woods gets a loss on his record straight away. Heath gets his first win. And Lethal with another loss. Lethal's doing terrible everywhere, isn't he, really? Lethal's not doing well at all. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, he's got to feed those kids, I suppose. I just don't know about Heath. That's the only thing. Like what they're gonna do with him or where they see it. That's the one thing I don't quite understand. But I'm sure we'll see as time goes on. Right, let's move on then. Eric Young versus Manic.
Depressed? I'm the furthest.
So on this one, Eric Young currently sits on -2. Manic currently sits on -1. Both guys in need of points. My bloody ears. My ruddy ears. Yeah, I mean, I need to play it. I've had it sat there for so long. I know it's such a good game. Well, people have always said that GTA 5 was the best game ever released, haven't they, really? And I believe that there's quite a few now that have said that Red Dead Redemption 2 was better than GTA 5. Good old Rockstar, eh? Always pulling out the classics. It's again about needless violence. Leave it to the Scottish. They'll sort it out in no time. So EY's doing well here, taking control of this match early on. They were. I don't know if they still are, but I'm sure they were based in Scotland originally. Let's have a look. Rock Star. I think they're probably based in America now, to be honest. But Rockstar Games. Oh, maybe not. Rockstar North, based in Edinburgh. So Rockstar North were in control of the original Grand Theft Auto, as well as Grand Theft Auto 4 and 5. So Rockstar North is based in Edinburgh in Scotland. The main Rockstar is based in America. Yeah, but Rockstar North is based in Edinburgh. Just a massive subsidiary, isn't it, really, then? Developers of Red Dead Redemption 2 are Rockstar Games, as well as Rockstar North, again, based in Edinburgh, Scotland. So you learn something new every day, don't you? EY now with a shoulder block. I tell you, that's why they're so good at needless violence, because they're Scottish. I do apologise to all the Scottish people out there for my racist term. Was it Red Dead Redemption 2? I think it was Red Dead Redemption 2, yeah. Was designed and made by Rockstar, the American Rockstar, as well as Rockstar North. How much they had to do with each part, I've got no idea, to be honest with you. And it could be a very small part of it in Rockstar North, I don't know. Nice leg drop. Oh, there must have been, it must have been split then, because it says here that Rockstar North's only got 650 people. So obviously it's a combination with the different parts of the company, I suppose. Nice dropkick by Manic. Manic now taking... Oh, dropping him knees across the face. I haven't seen it BX vid, but I have heard about it. Apparently there's one about Excalibur as well today. I mean, both these videos are, I believe, about between 15 and 20 years old. They're like early 2000s. I mean, I know it's still not right to say those sort of things, but... yeah, it's tricky because they're both in wrestling promos as well. So they're both in character. They're not like... It's not... I know it's difficult to say, but it's not like they're in like their normal persona saying that sort of stuff. It's in their wrestling character. So it's tricky to sort of see... Yeah, how much they should look into it and this, that, and the other. But like I said, it was 15, 20 years ago. Manic up top. Looking to do something crazy. And I don't know if that worked or not. I'm not sure, to be honest. It looked crazy. So it probably worked. I mean, he could have broken every bone in his body at that point, but... Yeah, I think Excalibur has made... Well, I don't think he's made a great apology. He's made an apology and stated, of course, this was like 15, 20 years ago, but... Yeah, it's tricky because if you start to hold wrestlers to that sort of standard, then you've also got to do the same with movies and stuff like that as well. Because it is obviously an actor playing an entertainment role, and it's very tricky, and it's a very dodgy situation to be in. But I think it's clear to see that they're not racist people. Nice neck breaker by Manic. Stiff right hand now gets on the back of EY. This could be a big upset if Manic pulls this off, you know. And I think he might just do it at this point. He has an all. There we go. Manic with a win over EY. Well, that's backfired as well. Yeah, I mean, I hope AEW don't do anything stupid. Because I must admit, my favourite commentary at the moment is Excalibur and Taz on Dark. It's my favourite thing at the moment, to be honest. There we go. Victory for Manic over Eric Young. Again, throwing another Spanic in the old... Spanic? Another spanner in the old system for us here. So good win there for Manic. Yeah, I agree, Luke. It's not good, but at the same time, I think it's unfair to brand them a racist for saying a word 20 years ago. But I mean, you should be, what's the phrase? You should be judged on your actions, not on your words. I'm not condoning it. Obviously, it was stupid to do what they did, but I think they've proved over the years there's no racism there, I don't think. Yeah, I mean, if Sammy Guevara got away with the stuff that he said, then I can't imagine they're going to punish them too much. I mean, WWE can't do anything because they keep bringing back... They keep bringing back Hulk Hogan all the time, and he said the same stuff in the past, so they can't really punish Kevin Owens for it too much. If they're willing to keep working with Hulk Hogan, they can't stop working with Owens for doing the exact same thing, I suppose, can they? So, triple threat match here from the X Division. 3 cracking talents in the X Division as well. Austin Aries, Roderick Strong, and Christopher Daniels. I don't know, to be honest, BXvid. I was pretty sure originally that it wasn't. I was pretty sure it was all a work, but the more I think about it, I can't see the point of it being a work. I can't see what they would be trying to achieve. It's not like they're going to build to between a match between Adam Cole and Pat McAfee. McAfee, whatever his name is. I know that Pat guy is just very unlikable. I don't know, I instantly assumed it was a work, but I don't know at this point in time. I wouldn't like to say 100% no, but I just can't see what they're trying to do with it. That's the only thing. I can't see what they're trying to build or I mean, normally, the sort of age we are now and we understand the way the business works and the industry works and that sort of stuff, we can sort of understand roughly what they're aiming towards. But with this one, I can't see what they are thinking as an endgame here. Unless it's just a case of trying to build Adam Cole into a different type of character. I don't know, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, I assumed it was a work straight away. I mean, a few people have said it's not. Like Mark Henry and that have said it's not. And I don't know. I think if it was a work, I'm not sure if they'd allow him to swear that much. Especially since the way that WWE are trying to market their product at a younger audience. I don't know, unless they're trying to go more into the realism era, I don't know, but as I said, if it is a work, I just can't see what they're trying to achieve by doing that. I can't see what the overall plan is. Whoa, Roderick Strong, what is going on to that man out there? What is happening to Roderick Strong? You can't beat a good WWE 2K19 glitch, can you really? That's the one thing I didn't understand recently, you know. Hi, Ian. One thing I didn't understand recently is that WWE are marketing their product to a much younger audience at the moment. Yet they still see the key demographic as 18 to 49-year-olds. Like, if that's the key demographic, why are you basically treating them more like a child? At least AEW is sort of a bit more, and NXT as well, I suppose, is a bit more mature, but still, it seems odd, doesn't it? Yeah, that's what I was going for with this one, I Will one. I was going like classic X Division in this. Yeah, I suppose that's why they would have done it, I suppose. I suppose if they if it was, yeah, if they made the phone call from Triple H, that would be the exact reason why you just said, to make it look more realistic if it is for work. It's tricky. Like I said, I can't see. Is Pat McAfee's show live, or is it pre-recorded and uploaded? I mean, if it's pre-recorded and uploaded, I would definitely say it's a work. If it was live, then there's a possibility. Yeah, Stone Cold was pretty damn good, wasn't he? He was a working class hero, wasn't he, Stone Cold? That was the whole idea of Stone Cold. He was the working class hero. He was the guy that everyone sort of related to. The guy who hated his boss and just wanted to drink some beers. Yeah, if it's pre-recorded, I would suggest it was definitely a work then. Because if that was pre-recorded, edited and uploaded, I would imagine that he would have been told, no, don't do that, because it doesn't look good on the company. So I would definitely say, if it's pre-recorded, I'd definitely say it was a work. If it was live show, then I would say that there's an opportunity it might not be. BX Fit, I think it's difficult. I think I dabbled between the two, but I think obviously, yeah, I dabbled between the two, but I think obviously I preferred WWE at the time because I've said this before recently, I feel like at the moment AEW and WWE are doing that same sort of battle. However, they've had their roles reversed. WWE are just paying these overpriced, massive superstars who are not really that great in the ring, and AEW picking up all the great young talent to develop into fantastic world-name stars. was pre-recorded, but it aired live. How does that work? It's got to be one or the other, isn't it? Yeah, I think they moved to live shows once they moved to a new network, didn't they? Yeah, I think that's it, BXVid. I think there was different eras. I think as soon as you get the likes of you had Jericho, Guerrero, Benoit, Malenko, The Big Show, all start to make those jumps. I think the talent just started to get stronger and stronger in WWE and weaker in WCW. Like I said, I think they just concentrated too much on the big names that weren't necessarily very good in the ring, to be honest. Angel's Wings by Daniels, too close to the ropes, though. What is going on outside? There's some weird noises outside. No idea. I don't know why they had to sort of enforce the fact it was live. Surely it should have been live to start with, really, this day and age. Did they used to record it the day before and put it on TV the night after or something stupid like that? Unless it was already live and they just remarketed it to make it look better, I don't know. There's some really weird noises outside. Aries now front chancery. Yeah, that's it, I think, BX. I think when Dean, Eddie and Jericho made that jump, they lost a lot of the actual talent and just had the names instead. You could have a balance between the two, I think. Yeah, that was it. They recorded on Tuesday night to edit on a Friday. Good old Glitchermania, and the key man in Glitchermania, Roderick Strong, so one who actually picks up the win here. This is a big win for him, actually. A very big win. So Roderick Strong gets a... Oh, God. Oh. Shitting. Oh, no. Oh! Oh, no. Bad times. Bad times. 1 second. I need to get a black... I need to get some... Come in. Ah! I mean, it was going to happen eventually, wasn't it? Eventually, I was going to knock my beer over on top of my keyboard. Eventually, I was going to knock my beer over. I left it behind the microphone, so when I went to grab the keyboard, I completely didn't see it and just punched it. Oh, that's not good, is it? Yeah, it was a bit of an insult, really, unmasking Ray, wasn't it? Because the whole point of being a lucha is to have that mask. I mean, I'm not a big fan of it, really. It's a massive thing for them over there, isn't it, really? Right, Austin Aries with a loss and Daniels with a loss as well. Oh, my desk just stinks of beer now. Oh, what a disaster. Yes, Luke, my plan when the new FIFA comes out, I'm going to go hard on it in the first couple of weeks. I was going to do just solely Ultimate Team, but seeing the new changes to the career mode, I think we'll definitely do a career mode as well. I really want to see how this new management style works. Yeah. I'm glad that WWE masked Ray back up, though, when they brought him in. They didn't with Juventud, did they? I reckon they had to unmask Rey Mysterio because they ran out of logo space. Yeah, say Luke, what I've got is I've booked it off. I mean, if you pre-order the special edition, which I think is the £80 or £90 edition, you get the game 3 days early. You get it on the 6th. So I get it on the 6th, which is a Tuesday night or Monday. Well, it's Monday into Tuesday for us. And I've got the rest of the week off. I've got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off as well. So I'm going to be streaming it hard. Oh, what, the Unmasking of Juventud was a storyline, or? I'd love to have 2K, well, be 2K22 now, long neck, wouldn't it? When they finally bring it out. But what I want is I want a universe mode joint with storyline mode and GM mode. That's what I want. Yeah, I'll say I think if you order the standard edition, I think you'll get it on the 9th of October. And if you order the special edition like I have, you get it on the 6th. But I've literally got the special edition just so I can make videos because I'll earn that back. The extra 30 or 40 quid, I'll earn that back over the... So I'm not allowed to talk about revenue on YouTube. It's one of the things you have to do when you get to monetization level. But I easily paid for my fee for a game this year. So I'm planning on doing that again next year. So I'm paying 90 odd quid for it, but it'll work out in the end. Oh, that beer is really flat now that I pushed it over. Wow, Pinata. Yeah, they had a... I think there might be when Russo was there, was it? Was it Russo? When WCW just had a massive, like, on a pole fetish. Everything was on a pole. I say, look, I really like the... I'm going to try and do a lot of the Ultimate Team, but I'm going to try and do it with not spending money on packs. I think I might buy packs the first weekend just to get a head start. Apart from that, I'm going to solely just try and use the packs that I earn as well as... I might not. Yeah, I don't know yet. As well as doing the objective players and SBCs and stuff like that. But the career mode is looking pretty promising with the new changes they've made. It looks like it's going to be much better for me doing a management career mode rather than a playing one, which is what I prefer. Yeah, Russo was special, wasn't he? That might have been. BXVid, have you watched Dark Side of the Ring at all? Because if you want to get an idea about Russo, there's a couple of episodes there that are very interesting about the Russo situation. I think Brawl for All is probably the best one. See, just go and buy another leather jacket, wouldn't you, really? I can't believe Cross is taking such a long time on this one, to be honest. Nice, Saito suplex. And there's the pin by Karrion Kross. That's good, I like that. At least we got one person moving in the right direction this episode. Where's his name? There it is. Versus Kurt Hawkins, there we go. Yeah, BXVid, there's 2 seasons of it now, I think, on you can find it on YouTube. It was on a show, it was on a station called Vice, I think, in America. It's definitely worth a watch. There's a lot of interesting episodes. Some are very depressing, some are very interesting, but there is a whole episode based on Brawl for All. I don't know if you remember that in WWE, where they had, essentially, it was a real sort of tournament where you had to basically knock out your opponent. It was like a boxing tournament. And that was all Russo's idea, and it basically just backfired on everything and everybody. It's an interesting episode. Stampede. Not sure I've heard of that one, Luke, to be honest. Right, so we got another match ahead of us now then. My desk is still a bit damp. My mouse mat is very damp. We have got ourselves Beatdown, Bobby Lashley and Moose going up against Falaba and TJP. Let's go. So this should be interesting. Two tag teams that have yet to have an actual tag team match so far, so good chance for all of them to get some rankings on the tag team rankings, just in case they do get another season, which is not looking likely at this point in time, but I'm sure they will do in the future. Get in there, Brentford. What's this on? I'll put my telly on 1 second. I'll try and get that. Wow. That does sound terrible, doesn't it? The X-Vid, to be honest. It's just, yeah. Russo, I mean, do you ever remember, I don't know if you would remember, I don't know if you watched it or not, but Impact about 2005 to 2007 or something like that. Russo was working there, and they had some terrible, terrible matches there as well. And I remember watching a match, I think it was Abyss versus somebody in a... Effectively, it was like a casket match inside a cage. And I remember just the crowd chanting throughout the match, "Sack Vince Russo, sack Vince Russo." The crowd actually chanting that, because that's how bad it was. I mean, if you watch that Dark Side of the Ring, it gives you a sort of... I mean, I've never been a Cornette fan, to be honest. I'm still not a Cornette fan, but it's sort of... He does give you a good indication of what it was like back there in the WWE days. Yeah, I remember that. I can't remember exactly. It was definitely Abyss versus somebody. And like I say, it was a bit like a... It was a... Yeah, I'm sure it was like a casket match inside a cage, and I seem to recall the casket getting lifted up. And yeah, essentially you had the fans around the ring were just chanting "Sack Vince Russo." Yeah. That's the stupid thing, the X-Vid really, is that he buggered WWE early on. Then he went to WCW and that sort of crashed. Then he went to Impact when they were looking pretty strong and that sort of crashed. It's like he's got the opposite to the... What's that thing called? Basically, he's got the opposite of that what's it effect where everything he touches turns to gold. Instead, everything he touches just turns to shite. There we go, I've got the football on now. I know what I'm doing now. Yeah. Yeah, I think it got to a point, WCW must have known at some point they'd buggered it up. They'd lost it, I think. Be pretty good to turn stuff into gold, wouldn't it? I've been listening to an audiobook recently about alchemy, actually. That's been pretty interesting. Look at the strength of Bobby Lashley, just hoisting Falaba up like he's a cruiserweight. Holds him up there before dropping him down. I mean, this should be a win, really, for Beatdown. Moose and Lashley, shouldn't it, really? In all fairness, it should be a pretty easy win. Moose is going to go for his terrible spear. Is it just me, right? I can't stand Moose's spear because every time I see it, I can't tell whether he's hit it cleanly, whether the other person's reversed it into a DDT. Because the fact he does like a front flip in the process, it looks like he gets DDT'd every single time. I haven't BXV'd, but that's a good shout because I was just saying earlier on, we do probably need 1 or 2 jobbers in each brand just to help get the rankings back in the right direction for some people. Is it bigger than the GTA map, Luke, or is it just slower to get across because you basically have to go by horse all the time? There's the big spear once again on TJP by Moose. Falabar gets in the ring. He's very quick for a big man. But he's not very accurate because he completely missed that. And there we go. Victory for Beatdown. They get themselves the win in this one. And Bobby Lashley and Moose get themselves a point where TJP and Falabar pick up losses. That's really big. Okay, that's cool. I mean, I think this is a pretty decent tag team we got here. I reckon if they got a hold of the belts or got an opportunity to the belts, I think they could dominate. Maybe there's a second season of Impact going. It could be a good shout. There we go. Moose and Lashley, big winners. And now we move on to the main event of the evening. It is time to watch James Storm take on Samoa Joe. Luke, I have heard about the legendary animals. Are they random events, or are they like a mission that you have to go and do? Like something you have to trigger, or can you just bump into them at any time? I mean, I was going to watch someone play it. I watch a lot of a guy called Sips. And I saw he's played it, but I wanted to back off until I played it myself, to be honest. I mean, I don't mind too much about spoilers. Are they all, like, in specific places then, Luke? Like, if you are looking for them, you can find them. Or you can just bump into them randomly as you go along. So the idea behind this, of course, is Samoa Joe's taking on Bobby Roode at our finale for the Impact Championship. And James Storm... of course, is Bobby Roode's tag team partner. Is trying to take a little something out of Samoa Joe here. Maybe some momentum. If you're close, they appear on the map with a star over them. Okay. That'd be pretty fun. Again, that's more videos we can do. Hunting legendary animals and where we are on the map. Oh, you get a special map for them. Oh, that's pretty cool then. Oh, that's good. I'm just thinking about videos as well at the same time. That's the problem now. Every time I play a game, I think about it like 25% about how much I'm going to enjoy it, and the other 75% is about how much I can do video-wise and stuff like that. I've got into that YouTube brain set now, really, sort of thing. So yeah, if we do get an idea of roughly where they are in the world, then we can... Legendary Bear. They're hard to take down then. I would have assumed you just shot them, they'd go down, but I'm assuming then they're not that simple. I'm assuming you can't just blow him up with a rocket launcher or something. Just get your grenade launcher out and blow up the bear. Joe with the armbar here, locked on James Storm. Storm will be part of our Fate or Fortune match. Essentially Feast or Fired at the pay-per-view. Yeah, it's a cracking idea, Jay. I think it's going to work really well. It's a solid debut from them as well. I mean, if Roode doesn't win the championship, though, Roode and Storm are going to be a very strong tag team as well. It's 1899. Was there no rocket launchers in 1899? No, they were just really annoying, slow, reloadable muskets, weren't they, really? Storm with a big elbow, now taking Joe up into a backdrop. I mean, if there's no rocket launchers, is it really a Wild West? It's just a standard West, really, isn't it? It's not very wild if there's no rocket launchers. I'm assuming I'm not going to be able to get into the Iron Base and steal a jet either then. Nice forearm there. One question that I'm going to ask about Red Dead Redemption that... I mean, if it is the case, I don't want too many spoilers, but based on what Rockstar did in GTA 5, and the fact that there's always a link between cowboys and aliens, is there UFO stuff on Red Dead Redemption 2? I feel like there should be. I don't think he is at the moment, Jay. I mean, we could add him. I don't think he is at this point in time. He is part of the NWA roster, but... there are UFOs, yeah. I said that there's always been this link up between UFOs and the Wild West. So it makes sense you get some sort of Roswell stuff going on. Yeah, I thought there would be. Considering it's Rockstar as well, they really went big on the aliens on GTA 5, didn't they, really? Best TNA at Impact star? I mean, I'd have to go for either Joe or Styles, to be honest. Joe, I was a massive fan of Austin Aries for a while until he became an absolute pain in the backside, but yeah, I'd have to say Joe or Styles have been my favourite ever. I'd probably have to say Styles. If you look at it like on a what he's done and what he's won sort of scenario, I mean, Joe's done really well with his bin, but Styles to win the main championship in... I mean, there can't be many people, correct me if I'm wrong, but there can't be many people out there who has won the IWGP Heavyweight Championship, the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Championship, the Impact World Heavyweight Championship, and the WWE Championship. There can't be many people out there that's done that, surely. Yes, BXVid. Well, technically, yes. I've got R-Truth. I've not spent a core on him, but R-Truth is here. Yeah, it's not a bad shout. Bringing Eli Drake in there. I mean, I've got him down as Beer Money at the moment just because that was the big tag team when I was watching it was Beer Money. But I think both Rude and Storm could definitely go singles-wise. I do think, though, Jay, if we do get another season out of Impact, which is a big if, but if we do, we'll definitely take up the extra championship like we discussed a few nights ago. Getting an extra mid-card belt and doing a full-on tournament for that, I think would be a good shout. Nice double foot stomp there by James Storm. Into the pin, 1, 2, I need a 2 count. Storm now in the headlock. Sorry, I was sipping my beer at the time. I can still hear the ocean in my ear constantly. Oh, James Storm, nice running forearm, taking down Samoa Joe and dropping the leg drop as well. Free Live Crew. Oh, God. You test my memory now. I want to say, and I'm pretty sure this is wrong, but I want to say Free Live Crew was Ron Killings, Road Dogg, and Conan. I'm pretty sure I might be wrong on that one, though. This is the last match now, Luke, so it'll end after this one. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. The only issue with NWA is it does have a small roster, which is It's not terrible. I think if we do NWA, we might link it up with some old school stuff as well. Oh, I did well there, didn't I, BXvid? I wasn't sure, but that just jumped in my head straight away. That was Free Live Crew. I mean, effectively, you could have the New Age Outlaws on this roster, no problem. I mean, it all depends what brands are up against each other at the moment, because we had to drop the women's division from Impact solely because New Japan's such a big roster that we run out of core space. So if James Storm gets the win here against Joe, that could be a massive momentum boost for Bobby Roode. Oh, Kip James, yeah. I remember that was when I first started watching, I think, Impact. Because I remember when I first started watching, was it a Feast or Fight that Kip James won an opportunity? No, it wasn't Kip James, was it? Kip James is Kip James? Road Dogg it is, isn't it? Yeah. No. Was Kip James Bull? Which one was Billy Gunn? I can't remember now. But either way, I think Road Dogg... No, it was Billy. Billy had won an opportunity to fight for the Impact Tag Team Championships. And instead of picking Road Dogg as his partner, he picked his dad because he really wanted to be champions with his dad. And that started a Billy Gunn versus Road Dogg feud. That was when I first started watching Impact. And I feel like Motor City Machine Guns were feuding against Kevin Nash at the same time as well. It was a weird time. There's some good stuff going on though. Well, I say Impact. TNA if we're being technical about it. I mean, I really want to like them at the moment, but they're just not really putting out content that I'm enjoying that much at the moment. I keep getting them opportunities though. I mean, I paid for a Watch Slammiversary. James Storm up top, dropping the elbow. Oh, still only a 2 count. James Storm it's actually been a great match, actually. There's Heist in Red Dead Redemption. That's pretty cool. And I suppose if you're the only character, you get all the money for yourself rather than sharing it all the time. That'd be nice. So like robbing gold bars from banks and stuff like that, then I'm assuming, is it, Luke? Or breaking people out of old-style Western prisons. Nice. Takedown. And, oh, still only a 2 count. That's been the best match of the night so far, I think, this one. James Storm versus Samoa Joe. Cracking match tonight. Storm now stalking the grounded Joe. And up, and is that like the Eye of Storm? It's pretty dodgy. Oh, still only a 2 count. I like Wolfpack. I liked when they brought Wolfpack in just because when they did feud against NWA, it sort of made it more interesting, I suppose. Oh, so you have a camp. Okay. I like that sort of stuff as well. Like, I really like an Assassin's Creed where you have, like, you have to earn money to, like, rebuild the town or to improve your town or open shops. And I love stuff like that. So if that's the same sort of thing, I'll be well up for that. Storm, big clothesline on Joe in the corner. Yeah, if it's a case of like building your camp up and like putting certain stuff in there, that'd be nice. Nice over the top there by Storm, bringing Joe back up to his feet. Mr. Anderson again. At the moment, for this season, he's not on the roster. I mean, we could bring him in for the next season if he gets put in. But again, we run out of core space, so we're sort of stuck with who we were going to use this season. Snow. Does that mean you walk really slow all the time? That annoys me. I put Fallout 4 on the other day and that annoyed me. That's pretty cool. Is that what you do then? You start off with a camp and you have to build up into a ranch sort of thing? Because that'd be nice. Oh, last call super kick by Storm. I tell you, if Storm gets the win here against Joe, this is going to be massive. Massive for Storm as well. Big momentum for him going into Feast or Fired, but oh, massive for Rude. But there we go. It's not quite. It's a kick out. Yeah, I do like games like that where you have to build up your own base. I do enjoy stuff like that. Joe fighting Storm away. Now Joe gets around the back into a German suplex. Keeps the grip, rolls the hip. Dragon suplex, keeps the grip, rolls the hip, locks him in for the straight jacket German. And although, wow, James Storm looks so good tonight. Had so many opportunities, but Samoa Joe is just something else, isn't he? Samoa Joe is just something else. Like BX Vid has said, Joe is an absolute tank, and he's proved that here this evening. So there we go. That's the end of Impact. All that's left now then is the 2 finales on Friday. Okay. I'll have to have a look at it as we go along. I do enjoy stuff like that, building stuff up. To see how it all goes. But either way, Joe gets the win. He takes the momentum into our finale on Friday. Like I said, I'll probably be streaming a little bit later on Friday. I'll start about an hour later. At 8 PM UK time, or GMT, or BST, whatever it's called nowadays. So yeah, I'll do that, and then we'll put the votes out and see who you guys want to keep. I hope you have enjoyed tonight. If you have, then obviously I think a lot of you liked it, and we've got 9 likes already. James Storm did do very, very well tonight. I'm sure he's going to build up a lot of momentum for that Fate or Fortune match. So what I've done, Fate or Fortune-wise, is I've added 7 rewards, 1 for each elimination. I will randomly put them in a hat, and we'll pick them out as we go along. But for Fate or Fortune, there's a chance to win an Impact Championship match, a Tag Team Championship match, plus 5 ranking points, minus 5 ranking points, plus 2 ranking points, minus 2 ranking points, or nothing. It'll be on after the show on Friday, BX Vid. I will put out a poll which will come up in the community tab. I think it will come up on your YouTube homepage, like an upload. And essentially it will be like a who do you think won sort of thing. And then you guys get to pick who you thought won. The show with the most votes stays on. The show with the least votes gets taken away, and then we replace it with one other show, which again you guys get to vote for over the weekend. But I'm going to leave it there for tonight now, because I need to get to editing these videos and get them uploaded so I can put them up tomorrow for you. I hope you have enjoyed. Thank you very much for all your company tonight. It's been much better than it was on Monday. I've had a lot more people around, and it's been a better show as well, actually, so I'm quite happy how things have gone. I'm going to love you and leave you. I've been Shabby Gamer. Thank you much for watching, and I'll see you all very soon for some more of our Battle of the Brands.